Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames and we're back with another banging video. In this video guys, we're gonna talk about Offset throwing jabs at CardiB and Stefon Diggs. Let's talk about it, shall we? Because as you guys know, CardiB and Stefon Diggs, they've been dating for a hot minute. We first learned about their relationship late last year, and February of this year we saw CardiB and Stefon Diggs spending Valentine's Day together, and ever since then we have been getting more and more of the two. Also, Offset has been throwing jabs here and there at CardiB, and in many of his recent rants against CardiB, he was demanding spousal support, and not only was he demanding spousal support, he was demanding 50% of all assets that she has. And after that, CardiB clapped back and said no, because even when I was buying my house, you basically said that you were not going to live in that state. But I think it was Georgia, she said. Correct me if I'm wrong, because she said that, she liked the area and she bought the house there. So you know that Offset has been determined to give this woman live-in hell. And this time around, he was on Joe Budden's podcast, and during half of the podcast, segment, he spoke about CardiB. At one point, he was saying he was not going to take any jabs at her in the album that he will be releasing because, the kids are going to see it and it's not going to be good. They can be separated and be good. But irrespective of him saying that, he's taking jabs at CardiB and Stefon Diggs during the podcast because at one point he was saying, he has never seen any woman that he has left leveled up. So for sure, CardiB hasn't leveled up and she isn't going to level up. And the questions that he was being asked about CardiB and Stefon Diggs, they weren't direct. So let me make that clear. They were basically indirect questions. Now, in one of his response, he also basically said, CardiB and Stefon Diggs is nothing compared to him. They're like the unseasoned version of him. Like, can you just imagine the audacity of this little boy? Because that's how he's acting, like a damn little boy. Let's take a look at this clip together, shall we? And then I'll get back with the rest of my commentary.
I ain't never met none that I left went up, so I don't know how to experience. I don't know. Go on, it didn't work out. It's how can I say this?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I got a question. It's like the unseasoned version. I mean, I ain't never seen no upward where I'm like, damn. Now.
Okay, you guys, there you have it. And after he answered that question, he was then asked, would you remarry? And he was like, no, sir, I would never remarry, never again. And that is because he knows another woman is not going to give him such opportunity. Now, also, as you guys can remember, the same Offset that is now classifying CardiB and Stefon Diggs as the unseasoned version of him, the same man that is saying that a woman has never leveled up after she left him. We're talking about the same Offset who was on the internet a couple weeks ago crying, saying that he's not CardiB's ex, he's a lot more than that. So, the mere fact that you had to remind the internet that you're much more than CardiB's ex, how the heck do you not see that as a woman leveling up after you? And I don't know why it is that he thinks CardiB has downgraded, because with or without Stefon Diggs, it doesn't matter what direction the relationship with CardiB and Stefon Diggs goes in. What matters the most is that CardiB keeps on moving forward. And the mere fact that she is moving forward and she's going to keep moving forward even if the relationship between her and Stefon Diggs ends, it means that she has leveled up. So I don't know what is going on inside Offset's head. It gives a lot of immaturity vibes. If you notice his body language during the entire interview, it says a lot about him. It says that he's insecure, immature, and as CardiB has said, he has mental issues. Offset is giving that ragey kind of vibe, read between the lines. So as such, I definitely believe when CardiB says this man is completely unwell, and he is demonstrating that through this interview when he spoke on CardiB and Stefon Diggs indirectly, because how is it that you're going to sit there with your chest up wishing on the downfall of the mother of your 3 kids? A bitch has never leveled up after you. That's the mother of your 3 kids. That's your soon-to-be ex-wife. That was a girl who made you basically, after your career had that dip and her career was rising high, she took you up when your career was, going down. And when you started, losing that momentum, it was CardiB who basically brought you back and gave you that momentum. So I don't know how it is that he's going to say a woman like that can never level up after him because, the bitches never leveled up after him. It's really disgusting. And Offset is giving seriously ill and very delusional, also very immature, because in one stance he's saying, I'm not gonna take any jabs at her in my music, but might as well you go ahead and do so. And looking at this interview, I believe that he has taken a few blows at her here and there. I believe there are a few sneak disses. And if you notice also, the timing of his album launch, he's still riding on that woman's wave, but he's being a narcissist. He would hope that people doesn't realize he's riding on CardiB's wave, but he is actually literally riding on that woman's wave because he just cannot forget about her. Every step of the way, he has to do something while she is trending to benefit off her. And that's really how you know that he's a very sick, twisted, disgusting version of a human being. He truly is. Because how do you, write off someone's momentum and then say that, that individual is not going to level up? It's really given very much delusional. But anywho, CardiB told us, didn't she? No, guys, that's basically it. That's all I want to share in this video with you guys. Let me know what's your take, and while you're at it, do all you need to do on this video to support your girl. Peace.